Got to say do 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 do. Said hey 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 do 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 do. What you got to say do 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 do. Hollywood, Hollywood swinger do 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 do. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sunday with Silvers. I'm John Silvers, and this is Sunday. I think, I hope, because I'm here, whether it's Sunday or not. Every single Sunday, I'm here, and I am sharing music. I am sharing stories. I am sharing thoughts from this crazy mind of mine. I am sharing, what else am I sharing? Some acting. Anything that happens to just come up. It's not like I have a whole bunch of things planned in advance, because if I told you I did, I'd not be telling you the truth. I'm just here to hang out with you folks and to have some fun and to share some music. I've been writing songs for 50 years. And, I was thinking today I'm going to start by playing just a little bit. This is going to kind of become like a theme song here for Sunday with Silvers. And it's a song that I wrote for my wife. I played it last week, but just the beginning part of it is like a theme song. It says, grateful for every single hour. I'm grateful for every single day. I'm grateful for every single moment that I get to spend with you this way. That I get to spend with you this way. And I am truly grateful. Grateful for my life, grateful for Christmas. I hope you had a great Christmas. I was sick during Christmas. I had a cold, but I got over it really quickly because I decided I was going to, and I downed a ton of water. I downed a ton of vitamins, and took all kinds of good care of myself. And here I am, because I came down with it on, I guess, Wednesday. And I started coming down with it on Wednesday. It was, I was fighting it off, trying to fight off that cold. And you can still hear it in my voice a little bit, but I feel great. I'm glad to be here. I got a chance to hang out with my family yesterday. We had a good time. Took a family picture, me in my silliest Christmas outfit. I think they're used to that by now. They're used to me wearing something somewhat outrageous. Because why not? I mean, hey, if you're going to do it, might as well have some fun. And so, what did you do? Let me know. What kind of Christmas did you have? Or maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe you celebrate Hanukkah. And what kind of Hanukkah did you have? Or, Kwanzaa, whatever. I know there are a lot of different holidays. I'm not really a religious person, so I don't really, look at it for the religious reasons so much as just a time to get together with family and enjoy each other and to spread the love, give and receive a few presents. I got a great present from my daughter. It's my own amplifier. If I put it close enough to the screen, it'll look huge, but it's actually it's tiny, and it's meant to hold guitar picks, because she saw that I was getting all my guitar picks out of a Altoid mint little tin, which I'll probably still carry with me just because it's convenient to throw in a gig bag. But I love this little thing. It looks like a little Marshall amp. And that reminds me that I'm going to start playing my electric soon. So pretty soon you're going to hear me in here like, wah, 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 wah. But for now, I'm still plucking away at my acoustic, which I've been playing for 50 years. Yeah, the first time that I ever realized that I liked music and that I wanted to be a musician, I put on a 45 in the backyard of my house. You know, I lived so close to Dodger Stadium growing up that you could hear the crowd roar when they would hit a home run. In fact, I was just looking the other day at some footage from Elton John's concert in 1975. I believe it was 75, not 76. Yeah, and I was there along with some friends. We walked there. That's how close we lived at Dodger Stadium. We walked to the stadium for the concert, and one of the girls who we were walking with dropped her tickets to the concert into the gutter as we were walking. I don't know. I guess she was swinging them as she was walking. I don't know how she could have done that. But she dropped them into the gutter, and I was the only one small enough to fit into the gutter. So they grabbed me by the feet and lowered me into the gutter. And I grabbed her tickets, and I came out with them. Morgan, I know you know who you are. You're the one who dropped your tickets. I'm pretty sure it was you. Anyway, yeah. So you're welcome. Luckily, the gutter was relatively clean. And, when you're 13, 14 years old, you don't care anyway. I just didn't want them to drop me, They're hanging onto my feet. And luckily, it wasn't too deep. I could go in there and find them pretty easily. But, wow, talk about adventures. And I was looking at what are the top songs of 2025. It's been a heck of a year, as I'm sure you've all experienced. My best friend lost his house. My cousin lost her house. Another best friend of mine lost his house. Somebody I know passed away. This is all in the Altadena fires. And man, that was not even a year ago. And these people have gone through so much. Man. Am I in tune? Something like that. So this goes out to my friends. Let's see. It's called Hold On to Your Dreams. See how it goes. I haven't played this in a while. Maybe I can't play it. I can't play it. I apologize. I'm going to look it up in a second and I'll play it then. So one of the things that I like to talk about on here is that it's never too late to be great. And I want to shout out to Steve Stern, who is now learning how to sing after years and years of not singing and probably being told he couldn't sing. And he performed at our Christmas party yesterday. So, hey, Steve, if you're listening, power to you, buddy. 'Cause it's never too late, down, down, down. Never too late to be great. And the crowd goes wild. Yeah. See. Let's see what I can play for you, folks. We're going to whip out the old songbook here. I've written songs for 50 years, and I'm just going to open up and see what shines out at me here. Maybe this is not even one I wrote. Let's see. We'll see what this is. We pulled up, the Walk of Fame. All right. We'll try this one. Here we go. This is a song I wrote after I found out I was too old to audition for American Idol. I was 30 something maybe I was like 20 years too old. I had no idea that there was some kind of a age limit, and apparently there was. And so I found out, and I was like, oh boy, this sucks. And I thought, wait a minute, so you're telling me that because I'm over a certain age that I'm not able to, have my dreams come true? I'm not able to be hey, here comes Hold On to Your Dreams. So we can do that one in a second if we want. All right, so I'm not sure why I can't remember that one. You write them, but it doesn't mean you remember them. Okay, but this one is called The Walk of Fame. And like I said, I found out I was too old to audition for American Idol, and I was a little bit shocked because I didn't know there was an age limit. And I was literally like, I don't know, 40. I was like maybe 20 years too old. So it wasn't great to find that out, but let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. All right. Okay. Say I'm too old to be a star, but I know I'm not too old to play this old guitar. You can't be a has-been if you have never been, and it can't be the end of the road if the journey has yet to begin. They say I'm too old to have a dream, but I have so many, they're busting out at the seams, like a beautiful rainbow with the promise of a pot of gold. I'm never letting anyone tell me that I'm too old, 'cause there's plenty of room on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Before you know it, you might just see your name placed within a star out on the boulevard, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Can I whistle? We'll see. Hey, listen to that. They say that I'm old and out of fashion. I don't care what they say, I'm gonna live my passion. The only thing that's out of style is waiting my turn in single file. I'm stepping out of the crowd, I'm singing my song out loud. I'm standing tall, standing proud, 'cause I am a star. Yeah, 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 yeah. There's plenty of room on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That's right. Before you know it, you might just see your name placed within a star out on the boulevard, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah. So, we don't all have to be, big Hollywood stars and the whole thing. That's a dream, obviously. And it's not really even what it appears to be. They say that if you hear actors who've won like Academy Awards and stuff like that, they're so grateful. And if you ask them, what they have, what their life has been like, the majority of it has not been standing up saying, thank you very much, I'd like to thank the Academy. The majority of it has been, auditioning, whatever, getting jobs, not getting jobs, failures, triumphs. And so it seems very glamorous in the whole thing. And it is, comparatively, when it goes really well. It can be. But I think something like 2% of actors in the union, which is called SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, 2% make their money solely from acting. Now, that may be a wrong percentage, but I don't think it's that far off. And that's what I heard once upon a time. So you could become discouraged if you wanted to, and start doubting yourself. I don't see why you would want to do that. Why would you want to doubt yourself? I remember Kobe Bryant said, I heard his wife say once after his passing, that something that Kobe had always lived by was, if you're going to bet on someone, bet on yourself. And hey, that's a pretty cool way to think about it, because it's like, if you can't bet on yourself, who can? So I'm betting on myself, and I'm betting on you. I'm betting that you can do it. Like my buddy Steve, my cousin Steve Stern, got up and sang Margaritaville, wasted away again in Margaritaville. And, it was a little funny because he sang it in front of a whole family, including little kids, but they were singing along, hey, wasted away. It was fun. It was fun. So if you have something that you want to do, go for it. Do it. Have fun. Enjoy your life. And because I'm enjoying mine. And that to me is that's success. I don't know what success is for you. For some people, maybe it's having certain things that you own. And that's great too. Don't get me wrong. It's great. And as long as it brings you happiness and joy, whatever it is, you don't have to necessarily have all the accoutrements of fame and wealth in order to have a great life. Obviously, you need to be able to feed yourself. And I heard of a great project that's happening right now where they're going to be feeding like 100 billion children, or not just children, but hungry people. And it's music, because music is powerful. Music brings people together. And just like We Are the World was able to, raise millions of dollars for Africa, somebody's doing something similar right now. And I think that's awesome. Why not use the influence? And so many huge artists are jumping on the bandwagon. I don't call it the bandwagon, but they're jumping on to be part of it, to share, to use their influence, to use their fame to generate money for these cause of feeding these people. Because it's just ridiculous that we could have so much resources on Earth, enough to feed everybody, and yet there are people that are starving. It's just not right. So it's good that people are using their influence and using their music to be able to make a difference. I'm leaning down here because I'm grabbing some more of my music. If sometimes the holidays can be joyous, but they can also be, for some people, they can be really difficult. I mean, they get difficult for me at times, thinking about, certain people in my life who maybe don't have a lot to celebrate, and wishing them well. And if there's somebody in your life like that, or maybe you feel that way, just know that you're loved, and that you're here for a reason, and that the reason is good, and that you have a great love for you. And I have a friend who, or had a friend, he actually passed away, but he told me once when I was kind of down in the dumps a bit, and he said, "Why don't you put some bologna in your shoes?" And I was like, "What? What are you talking about? Put bologna in my shoes?" I said, what's that gonna do?" And he goes, "Oh no, but it couldn't hurt." It couldn't hurt, he said. He wasn't Jewish, but I said it with a Yiddish accent. But is that it couldn't hurt? Put some bologna in your shoes. So I actually did. I did a concert. I wrote a song years later. It says, "When you're feeling blue, put some bologna in your shoes. Do-do-do. Don't ask me why, just give it a try. Soon you will feel that life is, soon you will feel." Oh, you know what? I'm going to find it. I'm really losing all my songs today. Maybe it's the cold I had. Oh, I know. Just like, okay. "When you're feeling blue, put some bologna in your shoes. Do-do-do. Don't ask me why, just give it a try. Just like chicken soup is better than penicillin. Bologna in your shoes will take away the villains in your mind. Do-do. And soon you'll be feeling fine. Bologna in your shoes works every time. Do-do. Let's see if I can remember. Do-do-do. When you're feeling blue, put some bologna in your shoes. Do-do-do. Don't ask me why, just give it a try. Soon you will feel like you are more combobulated. Bologna in your shoes." I can't remember it. Anyway, let me find that one too. Anyway, but the point is that I did that song live, and I put bologna in my shoes. Because like I said, I like to do outrageous stuff, because why not? And in the middle of the song, I had my wife go out and buy like the cheapest bologna she could find, because I knew I wasn't going to eat it. Well, not that I would necessarily eat it anyway, but I guess I like bologna. I haven't had a bologna sandwich in a long time. Anybody out there like bologna sandwiches? That's like something from the 70s or something. Does anybody even eat bologna anymore? There was a time when there was a song and everything for it. My bologna has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R. There's an Oscar Mayer bologna commercial. And, but I don't know. Do kids eat bologna anymore? I don't know. We used to put it in top ramen and all kinds of stuff. That was gourmet cooking, right? When we would put it in our top ramen, we thought we were really gourmet. That and hot dogs. Put some hot dogs in there. Let's see what I can play for you here. Let's see. Ha 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 ha. That was the Walk of Fame. I wonder if I could do this. This is really tough. This is a song that I wrote. So I was in England. Were I in England once? No, were I in England as once I was, and had but this fish painted. That's from The Tempest. Okay, so there was a situation where I was staying in a they call them flats in England. It's just an apartment. And there was this guy that was staying there as well, and this woman. We were all there to learn Shakespeare, or to take a Shakespeare course with the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. And this guy, he said something to me because he didn't put away a dish, or he didn't do something, and I was like, how could you just leave something out? It was more than that. It was something he cooked, or he just left stuff for us to do, to take care of. And I said something to him about it, and he looked at me and said, well, some people take and some people get taken. And I was like, okay, so I guess you're telling me that right now I'm the one getting taken. And oh man, that really stuck with me. So I don't know, I wrote a song years and years later about it. I wonder if I can play it here. It says, somebody once told me there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who take and those who get taken. Then he turned and walked away, and I could see in his eyes he thought he'd got the best of me, but he was in for a surprise. 'Cause you can never take from me what I choose to give, and I would never take from you what you need to live. But could it be that we are really one instead of two, and that somewhere deep inside you are me and I am you? Okay, something like that. Walking down a rainy street in somewhere in London town. No one even looked me in the eye. They all seemed to wear a frown. There was an old man on the sidewalk. He fed a squirrel from his hand. And when I stopped to talk to him, he could hardly give a damn. But he could never take away from but he could never take from me what I choose to give, and I would never take from him what he needs to live. But could it be that he and I are one instead of two, and somewhere deep inside this old man is me and you? This is not how this song goes, but I'm playing it anyway. Okay. It goes here. Let's see. By now, I'd had enough of people, so I hung out with the flowers. Let's try that again. By now, I'd had enough of people, so I hung out with the flowers. The roses were in bloom that day. The sun had chased the showers away, showers away. Something like that. That's when I saw her. This little old lady walking through the park. The moment that she said hello, I could feel a magic start. something like that. Okay, here we go. We walked along together, sharing stories of our lives. I felt that I knew her when I looked into her eyes. And when we said goodbye, somehow we both knew we could never be separated, 'cause we were one instead of two. Wow, I'm gonna have to learn that again. Sorry for fumfering through it, but it's a nice song. So, somebody once told me there are two kinds of people in this world: those who take and those who get taken. Then he turned and walked away, and I could see in his eyes he thought he'd got the best of me, but he was in for a surprise. 'Cause you can never take from me what I choose to give, and I would never take from you what you need to live. But could it be that we are really one instead of two, and that somewhere deep inside you are me and I am you? Walking down a rainy street somewhere in London town, no one ever looked me in the eye. They all seemed to wear a frown. There was an old man on the sidewalk. He fed a squirrel from his hand, and when I stopped to talk to him, he could hardly give a damn. But he could never take from me what I choose to give. And I would never take from him what he needs to live. But it could be that he and I are one instead of two, that somewhere deep inside this old man is me and you. By now I had grown tired, by now I'd had enough of people, so I hung out with the flowers. The roses were in bloom that day. The sun had chased away the showers. That's when I saw her, this little old lady, walking through the park. The moment that we said hello, I could feel the magic start. We walked along together, sharing stories of our lives, and I felt I knew her when I looked into her eyes. And when we said goodbye, somehow we both knew we could never be separated, 'cause we were one instead of two. Yeah, that song is written about that exact experience. As I said, I had this experience where this young man told me that some people are takers and some get taken, and I was the one feeling like I was getting taken, and I had a lot of frustration about it. And years later I wrote this song, and I realized, he can't take from me anything that I choose to give him. And so I had something stolen from me over Christmas. I woke up, I was sleeping on the couch because, as I mentioned, I was sick. I had a cold, and I didn't want to wake up my wife, so I slept on the couch. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, I heard this alarm go off, and I thought, wow, that sounds like my car, the car that my wife drives. And I was half asleep, and I thought, oh, it's going to wake somebody up. I thought maybe it just went off by accident or something. I didn't think somebody was actually stealing anything from the car. And so I looked around in the dark, and I finally found her keys so that I could shut off the alarm. And by the time I did open the door to do that, the alarm had shut off. But I looked and I didn't see anybody, and I kind of went back to sleep. And the next morning, my wife started up the car, and they had stolen the catalytic converter, which is not the first time that's happened to me or to us with a different car before. And it's quite expensive. It's like $1,000 or more sometimes to replace those things. And they steal them so that they can sell the precious metal that's inside of them. And, when I think about this song, you can't take from me what I choose to give. And yet somebody stole something, right? And now it's going, I don't have collision insurance on this vehicle because it's an older vehicle. It wasn't worth it. or comprehensive, that is, I guess, the one that pays for, for your own car's damage. And so, it's all out of pocket for us. And it's like, Merry Christmas. But I just wasn't going to let that. It's not like the song where I say, you can't take from me what I choose to give. I didn't choose to give it to that person who stole it. But on some level, it's kind of like, and my daughter even said this after we told her what had happened. She's like, wow, somebody who's willing to steal from somebody on Christmas night, that's like, what kind of person? I mean, I guess any night, why Christmas night, no different than any other. But I just felt like, if somebody needed it that badly, that they were willing to do something illegal to take it from me, hopefully it's feeding their family. Hopefully it's putting food in somebody's mouth. Hopefully and that's what I choose to believe is the case. Not that I'm asking to be stolen from. No, not at all. The universe, I'm definitely not saying that. But I am saying that, it's not what I'm going to be thinking about on my deathbed is my catalytic converter. It's not going to be the thing that pops into my head, when the reckoning day comes. So I just feel like I just want to be grateful. That's why I sang that song at the beginning and said that I feel like I want it to be if you were here or not. I wrote that song for my wife called Grateful. I'm grateful for every single hour. Grateful for every single day. I'm grateful for every single moment that I get to spend with you this way. That I get to spend with you this way. And I mean it, I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. Grateful that I have a shirt to wear. Grateful that I still have my hair, even though it's turning gray. By the way, for Christmas, what I decided that I wanted, because my wife and daughter always, well, my wife more than my daughter always say, I don't know what to get you. We ask you what you want and you never tell us anything. Well, I mean, in some ways that means that I'll just appreciate whatever you get me. My daughter got me this, which I mentioned to you earlier. It's a great place to keep the guitar picks that I use. I guess I'm just, I like things, but I don't necessarily feel like I need a lot more. And what have you give me, I'm really grateful for. And but one thing that I did decide I wanted, that I've been researching a lot, and this might sound a little crazy, is a red light therapy cap. Now, if you don't know what that is, so you can see here that I have some loss of some receding hairline, which it's not terrible. It's okay. And I have a little bit of thinning back here because I'm 63, and but I don't want my hair to recede. I like my hair. I like to keep it, and only if it would fall off your face instead of your head. I see people who are bald who have long beards. It's like, why doesn't it fall off your face and stay on your head? But anyway, that being said, I know that we're a society that's very enamored of youth, and I'm as vain as the next person. Don't let me tell you I'm not. But the reality is that these red light therapy, from everything I've read, they're not like some kind of sham. They actually exist, or they actually work, and it stimulates dormant hair follicles and gets them to, I don't know. It sounds really interesting. And they can cost thousands of dollars. I wasn't into that at all. But I wanted to get a cap. It's basically like a baseball cap. Now, they do make them like helmets, and those are ridiculous. I mean, you look like you look like someone from outer space. I wasn't gonna do that. They seem to be the most effective ones they talked about, but I was like, no, I'm not doing that. But one that looks like a baseball cap that has lasers inside that shoot into your scalp, and you use it, I don't know, 10 minutes a day, or every third day or every other day for 20 minutes or whatever it is. And over time, it's supposed to stimulate hair growth. So we'll see. I told my cousin that I got one, or that I have one being sent to me for Christmas. It was the only thing I was really particularly interested in getting. And he said, yeah, he looked at me like I was crazy. And he said, I'm going to get a call from you in about a year, and you're going to tell me that all your hair fell out. And you're going to be completely bald. And I'll be like, oh, gosh, I hope that's not the case. But I'm trusting in laser technology. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's got a money-back guarantee anyway. I don't think it's got a hair-back guarantee, but it's got a money-back guarantee. So, anyway, what did you get for Christmas? Anything you like, put it in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact, I'd like to know. Did you get something good, something you wanted, something fun? I hope so. I got a chance to see a lot of little kids over the holidays too. And man, they're so cute. Oh my God. I don't no, I'm not talking about any specific child, but even a homely baby is cute. I mean, babies are just cute, just like a dog. I mean, even a homely dog is cute when it's a puppy, right? So I didn't mean that toward anybody, but I saw some beautiful children that are, family members, kids, over this holiday, and so nice to be around them because they're just so close to God. They're so close to the source. They don't have all of the information, if you want to call it, that we end up receiving. They haven't been bombarded with society and all the things that society brings to people that makes us all crazy. So they're still just young and beautiful. And they these little kids, they made up a dance, and they said they set up a little stage, and they're like, yeah, everybody come watch our performance. And it's like, remember when we used to do that? We used to make up little performances and call the parents to come watch and the whole thing. Well, I'm still doing that. And it's called Sunday with Silvers. Let's see what we got here. So, let's see if I can tilt this down a little bit more so you can see my guitar. Oh, no, I don't want to tilt it down that far. Okay, here we go. How's that? That's pretty good. I'm going to back up a little too. I'm just getting my act together here, folks. I appreciate it. I came on a little bit late because sometimes I think I have it all together and I feel like it's flowing and everything's going. And I started this live stream only to realize that I didn't have my microphone set up. So I was basically just talking and nobody was hearing me. So let's see if I can do this song. Every morning when I get out of bed, I get to choose what I keep in my head. What kind of thoughts I'm gonna think of today? What kind of things I'm gonna let myself say? I'm so grateful that I get to choose. I could even be happy when I'm singing the blues. That's right. Let me tell you what I do when I feel a little bit down. What do I do? Oh, here we go. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose peace over being annoyed. I choose faith. Faith over fear. I choose happiness over tears. I get to choose how my life is gonna be. So I'm choosing love. Love is choosing me. That's right. I choose love. I choose love. And love is choosing me. I choose love and love is choosing me. Alright. I choose love and love is choosing me. Alright. I choose love and love is choosing me. I get to choose how my life is gonna be. So I'm choosing love. Love is choosing me. Alright now, come on now. Usually I have my daughter sing this with me. She goes, you may be thinking that I'm out of my mind when I say love is all there is. All that there is. You may be thinking that I'm wasting your time when I tell you you can have your bliss. You may be thinking, what could she be thinking? What flavor Kool-Aid has she been drinking? You may be thinking that I don't understand. You say you tried everything, but nothing turned out as planned. But you never get it wrong and you never get it done. All you gotta do is have some fun. That's right. All you gotta do is have some fun. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose peace over being annoyed. I choose faith. Faith over fear. I choose happiness over tears. I get to choose how life is gonna be, so I'm choosing love, and love is choosing me. That's right, I choose love, I choose love, and love is choosing me. I choose love, and love is choosing me. Alright, I choose love, and love is choosing me. I choose love, and love is choosing me. I get to choose how my life is gonna be, so I'm choosing love, and love is choosing me. Come on now. Oh, come on now. Let's see what I got here. Back to the top. Every morning when I get out of bed, I get to choose what I keep in my head. What kind of thoughts I'm gonna think of today. What kind of things I'm gonna let myself say. I'm so grateful that I get to choose. I can even be happy when I'm singing the blues. That's right. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose peace over being annoyed. I choose faith. Faith over fear. I choose happiness over tears. I get to choose how my life is gonna be. Say I get to choose how my life is gonna be. I get to choose how my life is gonna be. So I'm choosing love, and love is choosing me. Ha! That's right. Woo! That was a workout for my hand. You know, as you get a little older, your hand doesn't work as well as it used to. I had a little bit of arthritis in this finger, and I lost a little feeling in this finger. But I don't care. I'm going to play my guitar till I drop dead. No, don't say that. No, I'm not going to stop playing my guitar, though. And, you know, it wouldn't be the worst way in the world to go in the middle of a song. You know, it'd be like, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ah. Yeah, I always thought, is there a way to make death funny? I don't know. I guess, you know, there's that scene in that famous movie where that guy, I don't know, it's like a movie from the 70s where they, that's the opening scene. I forgot. If anybody knows the name of the movie, let me know. I think it's a George Segal movie where they're planning for this surprise party, and the guy at the very beginning of the movie, the guy opens the door and they all yell, "Surprise!" And the guy's so shocked he has a heart attack and he dies on his birthday. You know, I guess that's a moment when they were able to make it funny. But in general, I don't think it's a funny thing. It's an intense thing. Anyway. I'm going to get a pillow because I'm sitting too low and I can't, you know, I don't like all this extra space. Hang on, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I know you're still here. Okay. Yes. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, cool. Now I'm sitting up a little higher. I like this. So did you like that song? If you like that song, Love is Choosing Me is the name of it. And like I said, my daughter usually sings it with me, although we haven't done that one for quite a while. Let's see what else we have here. This is my magic music book. It says Carl Orff on there. Anybody know who Carl Orff is? I'm starting to lose it here. Come on back, Jack. He said, "Come back, Jack, do it again. We'll turn it round and round." Okay, so this Carl Orff did like Carmina Burana, I think, if you know that. Do 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 do. Very, very dramatic, very dramatic song that gets used in a lot of movies. All right, let's see here. Okay, what do I have? What do I got? What can I share with you here? Let's do a cover tune. What do you say? I was looking at cover tunes, thinking I wanted to do something today. Let me see. I'm spinning my wheels here. Spinning the light. It's okay. Here we go. So I was looking at cover tunes, and let me close my door because I think someone just came home. Hold on. Okay. And I was thinking, hey, maybe since it's the end of 2025, I would do something that was from this year, only to realize I don't. I looked at the two top songs. One was by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, and I don't like the song. I love Bruno Mars. I love Lady Gaga. Both, they're awesome. But the song they did was so overproduced. Something about "I'll die for a kiss" or something. I don't know. I didn't like the song. I'll go on record saying I didn't care for that song. But I love them both. Anyway, then I looked up the second song, and it was called Luther by SZA and Kendrick Lamar, who I know both of those artists, but I don't really know their music and never heard the song before. It was the number 2 song of 2025, and I'd never heard it before. So I'm a little bit out of it, only in the sense of, knowing what's the most current music out there. I'm going to always bring you stuff that is in my wheelhouse, which is a pretty big wheelhouse, but it's folk music from the 1970s is what I love, but I'm also a rock and roller, so I'll bring you some rock and roll. I love all kinds of music, so I'm not gonna just stick to one, but I am basically a folk artist, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking at the time now, realizing that somehow I used up this entire hour very quickly, not even realizing that I had done it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had fun. I love all of you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching and being part of Sunday with Silvers. And as I've mentioned before, Accountability Corner, it's where I tell you what I'm going to do, and I want to know what you're going to do. I'm going to continue to put my stuff out there. I'm going to learn how to digitally market my music and put out some stuff. I've got a lot of stuff recorded, and I'm going to get it out there to you so you can have it and hear it and enjoy it. And I'm going to look for an agent and get myself an agent and get out there and do some acting, maybe do some modeling if I can get that hair to grow back in, but I don't know that I even need that. I can be like one over 60 model or whatever. So yeah, they have those. Anyway, love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourselves first and foremost. Be good to each other, because you can't be good to others unless you're good to yourself. So be good to yourself. Love yourself, and happy holidays. And make some commitments to yourself for this year that you feel are something that'll bring you joy. Make a commitment to take some chances, to put yourself out there in ways that you haven't done in the past or maybe haven't done for a while, and give yourself a chance to have some new experiences of joy, because there's a lot of stuff to focus on in this world that is scary, is upsetting, and we have to remember to bring the love and bring the joy everywhere we go. So blessings to you all. I look forward to seeing you next Sunday for Sunday with Silvers, where it's never too late, never too late, ba 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 ba, never too late to be great. And the crowd goes wild. All right.